critique of the science of the Keynesians. It is difficult to make a criticism here because so much of the scientific research work, particularly of American economists, in the years since, say, the 30s, has been in the area of the study of the topic called macroeconomics, and most or almost all of this work has a Keynesian orientation. I think there is a good analogy to mathematical theories like, for example, class field theory. In mathematics, a set of axioms can be taken as a foundation and then an area for theoretical study is brought into being. For example, if one set of axioms is specified and accepted, we have the theory of rings, while if another set of axioms is the foundation, we have the theory of moving loops. So, from a critical point of view, the theory of macroeconomics of the Keynesians is like the theory of plane geometry without the axiom of Euclid that was classically called the parallel postulate. It is an interesting fact in the history of science that there was a time, before the 19th century, when mathematicians were speculating that this axiom or postulate was not necessary, that it should be derivable from the others. So I feel that the macroeconomics of the Keynesians is comparable to a scientific study of a mathematical area which is carried out with an insufficient set of axioms, and the result is analogous to the situation in plane geometry. The plane does not need to be really flat, and the area within a circle can expand hyperbolically as a function of the radius rather than merely with the square of the radius. This picture suggests the pattern of inflation that can result in a country over extended time periods when there is continually a certain amount of gradual inflation. The missing axiom is simply an accepted axiom that the money being put into circulation by the central authorities should be so handled as to maintain, over long terms of time, a stable value. Instead of this, one can observe, in the context of the popularity of Keynesian orientations, that it is considered extremely undesirable that there should ever occur a period of deflation, where wages and prices might be forced to decrease, but that continual inflation is an acceptable consequence of whatever actually causes it under the effective circumstances of the actual management of a national money system. Looking backwards, in the period of time between 1717 and 1931, the Bank of England actually had to operate with the axiom accepted that we are viewing as comparable to Euclid's parallel postulate, the theory of what can be done in central banking, with the money value axiom being in effect, is not an empty theory, but this is an area which seems hardly to have been studied at all since the advent of the Keynesians in the 30s. Another aspect of Keynesianism, in relation to scientific themes, is that it seems to me to be very much like a school of medical theory and to be oriented towards therapeutic procedures. But often a school of medical practice can be criticized from one or another point of view. For example, what are the long-term consequences of the continued application of the procedures of therapy?